When Kryptos turned from gold to gray, and daylight slowly slipped away, the island breathed a softer sound as bedtime calm moved all around. The change did not come all at once. It moved the way the evening does, slow and gentle, soft and wide, as warmth of day stepped back to hide. The sky grew quiet, loose and light. The brightness learned to rest at night. The ocean's hush grew warm and deep, like lullabies that help you sleep. Waves no longer chased the shore. They came, then went, and asked no more. They traced the sand, then drifted free, as they too were meant to be. Palm leaves slowed their swaying dance. They moved with less and took their chance to practice stillness, calm and slow, back and forth, then to and fro. Lanterns glowed with gentle glance, their light no longer sharp or fast, not bright enough to wake the eyes, but just enough to softly guide. Along the paths where shadows lay, a steady presence walked the way, not fast, not loud, just steady feet, a quiet pace, a calm heartbeat. It was Sparx, red-scaled, softly strong, a leader who made peace belong. He did not march with heavy pride, or roar to show the night outside. He did not need to, he understood, that nighttime strength feels calm and good. The night was not for standing tall, it was for watching over all. He simply watched, he simply knew that safety starts with what you do. Not fear, not force, not flashy flame, but steady care with quiet name. A leader's strength, as Sparx could tell, was helping calm feel safe and well. Tonight he walked the shoreline bend, where rocks and tide and moonlight blend. The sand felt cold beneath his feet. The air felt softer, slow and sweet. He paused when lantern light was thin, to check the path that led within. No danger called, no storm was near, yet still he listened with his ear. For safety is not only when things go wrong, then right again. Safety is the gentle way you keep things steady every day. A mindful look, a careful eye, calm placed where small feet pass by, like pages set inside a book, each small check done with thoughtful look. Near the sandy trail he found a driftwood log on sleeping ground, not blocking much, not hard to pass, but placed where little feet might trip at last. Sparx knelt down, his movements slow, not loud, not sharp, not showy. No, he lifted it with careful might and moved it off the path to the right. No grunt, no strain, no angry sound, just quiet strength on quiet ground. He sat it near a palm tree base, a safer spot, a better place. Good, he whispered, soft and low. Now bedtime feet can safely go. He stood and looked across the way, the village lights in gentle sway. Windows glowed with fading cheer, doors were closed, the night was near. And as he turned, he heard a sound, a tiny squeak upon the ground. A signpost by the dunes stood near, its wooden arm a bit unclear. Not falling down, not set to break, just shifting when the breezes wake. Sparx stepped close, his face at ease, and steadied it to stop the squeaks. He pressed the sand around the base, then checked the bolt with patient grace. He did not tighten it too hard. The night was not for noisy yard work. Long and loud, he fixed enough, then left it safe and smooth and soft. The sign grew still, the squeak was gone, and Sparx moved quietly on. A lantern near the rocky turn was glowing bright, too bright to burn. Comfort into sleepy eyes, it shone like day beneath the skies. Sparx opened up the lantern shade and lowered frame the nighttime way. Not dark, not dim, not fully low, just softer, like the moon's own glow. The light should guide, not wake, he said, then turned toward inland, path ahead. A gentle breeze across the grass carried a sound as Sparx did pass, a soft, unsure, uneasy sigh, like someone asking quietly, why? Sparx followed where the sound had been, to a small courtyard tucked within. There, under eaves of woven reed, a single lantern seemed to plead. Not broken glass, not out of oil, just tired from its faithful toil. It flickered thin, then held, then shook, like pages turning in a book. Sparx did not rush or flare his flame. He treated tired with gentle aim. He sat beside it, calm and near, and let his presence settle here. Lantern, he whispered, you did well. Now let the quiet hold you still. He breathed in slow, he breathed out peace, as if his breath could bring release. He checked the latch and found it fine. He checked the wick, just worn by time, not needing change this late at night, but needing rest and softer light. So Sparx adjusted, small and neat, a leader's touch, precise, complete. He turned the flames a fraction down, like closing eyes beneath a crown. The lantern steadied, warm and low. Its glow grew calm, its rhythm slow. Sparx nodded once, that is enough. You do not need more. You have shined enough. He rose and turned to leave this place, but heard a footstep's gentle pace. Just one soft step, not many to hear. A single friend had wandered here. It was Riley, pink and small. Her joy kept quiet, not at all. Bouncing day she sometimes wore. This was bedtime, nothing more. Sparx, she whispered, I saw you near. Everything okay out here? Sparx nodded, voice low and kind. A lantern needed peace of mind. Riley smiled, her voice like air. I love when calm is everywhere. She held a folded blanket tight. This was outside from earlier tonight. May I place it where it should be? So no one trips, so sleep stays free? Sparx nodded once. That is good and right. Two helpers keep the night polite. Riley set the blanket on a beach, safe from dew and ocean's drench. She did not linger, she did not call. She waved once softly, then did fall, back towards home where dreams would start, her warm in her gentle caring heart. Sparx stayed alone, the courtyard still, the lanterns glowing calm at will. He listened as the island sighed, the kind of sound when peace is wide. He walked again, slow step by step, to make sure quiet could be kept, not because fear was close by at hand, but because calm is something planned. Near the garden gate he saw a pebble pile where footsteps draw. Some pebbles rolled into the lane, a small rough patch that might bring stain. Sparx swept them gently with his tail, not scraping loud, not leaving trail. He moved the stones to edge and side, so paths felt smooth where kids might glide. A final check along the bend, then Sparx approached his tower's end. Not a war tower, not for fight, but for the comfort of the night. He climbed the steps with measured grace and looked across the island's face. Homes were dark, lanterns low, the ocean soft, and stars aglow. Sparx felt something settle deep, not in his chest, but in the sleep. Of every dragon tucked away, he trusted night would stay okay. He did not need to shout all clear, the quiet said it loud and clear. Safety was in how it felt, like warm wool blanket gently dealt. Sparx closed his eyes, then opened slow, one last calm look before he'd go. He turned to leave, content, complete, his watch fulfilled with gentle beat. And as he curled in bed at last, he let the busy daytime pass. One final thought before his sleep slipped in both warm and wide and deep. The night felt safe when calm is strong, when quiet care has been here all along. And Kryptos, from shore to hill, slips safely, steady, quiet, and still.